When it comes to generating ad revenue on the internet, arguably no one does it better than Google, but now the internet giant is rolling out Contributor, a subscription service that knocks out ads for a monthly fee. Joining us to talk about it is CNET senior editor Bridget Carey. So Bridget, how would this work?
Well, it seems that Google has invented its own version of an ad blocker. With this, all you have to do is pay $1 to $3 a month to Google. And with contributing sites that you visit, a piece of that subscription goes to that site. So right now, about 10 websites are testing this partnership with Google, including Mashable and The Onion. So if I go to those sites and I'm a subscription holder, a piece of my subscription goes to them, but not to everyone on the website, only the websites I visit. So it's a way of not seeing the ads when I go to those sites. Instead of the ad, I see this pixelated block that says, thank you for paying, instead of having to see ads. So it's an interesting take.
In a way, you sort of turn certain sites into like an HBO or Showtime, but Google generates its revenue from ads. And nobody seems to do it better than them, except for maybe Facebook that's starting to catch up. What does this do for Google?
I know it's surprising when they make most of their money from advertising, but you have to think of this as Google experimenting to see what other ways they can make money before someone else comes along and tries to mix things up in opposition to Google. It's not really something that can obviously be a big revenue generator, but it's interesting when you have people looking for alternatives to making money on the web, especially news outlets. You hear a lot of talk about paywalls and what can be done to perhaps support the sites you like. If you wanted to give 10 cents to a site here and 10 cents there, well, it doesn't make much sense when you have to calculate the amount of transaction fee is. If you want to give your credit card, that it just doesn't work out when it comes to micropayments. But here, Google's taking the micropayments and handling it for you if you pay them in a lump sum ahead of time. I'm interested to see if it does work out and if others can join in on this.
I'm just wondering, what would this do for the revenue model, both for the sites and for Google?
I think it's not going to make a big dent in terms of changing things up. I think they're just looking for different alternatives. For example, Google's also experimenting with this when it comes to YouTube. Right now on YouTube, you can be able to pay for their music service to not see ads. That just kicked off. They're also experimenting with being able to pay the people on YouTube you really like to watch to just throw them whatever kind of dollar amount you want just because you like them. When you have people going online and downloading software for ad blocker because they just want to block all ads on the site, this is Google going, all right, how can we block ads but perhaps still make a little bit of money if people start really catching on and not liking ads? I think for the most part, though, people don't want to pay. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, that's what I wonder. Why would you pay for this if you can get things like ad blocker for free?
It has to be sites that you really support. Maybe it's a change of the way we think. If you're paying for your music subscription service, maybe in time we'll pay for other sites. But right now, it's going to be a while before that happens.
All right, I guess we will leave it there. Bridget Carey, thanks so much for joining us, and thank you for joining us. See you next time. I'm Bertha Coombs.